Hello! This short lesson will teach you how to set the time on the RoadRunner mobile recorders. Let's begin. The objective is to learn how to set the time in the RoadRunner recorders and learn the difference between the two types of time settings. The RoadRunner system has two ways to provide time details: an internal real-time clock with battery backup and a Global Positioning System Receiver, which stands for GPS. The DVR system keeps track of time using an internal real-time clock with battery backup. The system time is displayed during live or playback along the video in RSM. The user-configured time is set in the System menu under System, Date and Time. The time and time zones should reflect the current time for the customer's site. Along with location information, the GPS data provides Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC, also known as Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT. This time is displayed utilizing the HD Player's ISM interface and is independent of the system time. Depending on the application and the availability of GPS data, time information can be accessed from either of these two sources. This example shows you the time details displayed while playing back video in RSM. The system time interval is located within the timeline area or at the bottom of the video camera screen, and the GPS time is located via the GPS panel. To set the time in RSM, open the remote setup window for the registered device. Select the menu, then Date and Time. Select the first box besides Date and the individual sections of the date will highlight. Use the up and down arrows to change the number. Next, select the Format box and select from the three available date formats. Select the first box besides Time and the individual sections of the time will highlight. Use the up and down arrows to change the number. Select the Format box besides Time and select from the three available time formats. Note: the clock will not start running until the Apply button is selected. Select the box besides Time Zone and select the time zone from the list. A second note: the time zone can also be selected on the map below by pressing the left and right buttons or scrolling the mouse with the wheel up and down. Time sync. Selecting Use Daylight Savings Time toggles between on and off. Time can be synchronized between the recorder and standard time servers that are available in most time zones and countries, or between the recorder and another recorder. Selecting the box besides Automatic Sync toggles between on and off. Select the box besides Time Server and enter the IP address or domain name of the time server, or select a time server from the time server list. Note: use the domain name instead of IP address if the domain name is set up as the DNS server. Select the box besides Interval and set the time interval for synchronization from 30 minutes to 1 day. The last sync time. Last sync time displays the last time the recorder was synchronized with the time server. Selecting Run as Server toggles between on and off. When it's on, the recorder runs as a time server. To summarize, you've just learned how to set the recorder's time and that the RoadRunner recorder system has two ways to provide time details: an internal real-time clock with battery backup and the GPS receiver.